Yo, this is gonna be a little lesson on turtle soup. Somebody was requesting this. I'm just gonna explain what I know, about it, what ICT knows, and some secrets in his, his private stuff. All right, but turtle soup, what is it? You want to see old high, old low. You basically get taken out. There's a lot of things you want to look for. There's probably going to be three things that I think are probably the most important. I'm not saying I took this trade, but I'm just going to show you the things that I would look for in a turtle soup. One thing is, actually, let me just show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys and then lay it out. Okay, I'm gonna go on the 5 minute. Actually, I'm gonna go on the 1 minute. Actually. Let me go on the 1 minute. This would be way better. All right, so this black line is basically going to be that old high, that buy side liquidity. Let me mark it out. Buy side. Okay. One thing that you always want to look for, and this is a gem. This is a gem. One thing you want to look for in PD arrays, and also, right, because old highs and old lows are PD arrays, right? One thing you always want to look for is, do we give low resistance liquidity in the PD array? But for this scenario, I'm gonna use old high or an old low. Okay, so do we give low resistance liquidity in the old high or old low? So what does low resistance actually looks like? What does it look like? I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with mitigations, but I'm gonna explain the difference between high resistance and low resistance. So a low resistance liquidity run will probably look like this, right? You see how it's not taking out the lows when it's reaching for a target. When price is going somewhere and it's doing this, it's going somewhere. It's going somewhere to hit an objective, and then basically to take out all the lows. Okay. It's basically just going to take out all the lows, but it's going to do that is because all these lows are unprotected. Now, when you see price like start doing this and then going higher, and taking out short-term lows, you feel me? This is high resistance. That means when it comes back down, it's not going to come back down there with speed. Okay. But in this scenario, I'm going to give you the turtle soup. So say if this is the old high, right? You want to see these low resistance liquidity, like this low resistance liquidity run. I mean, low resistance liquidity form, which are like failure swings. It's failing to displace, failing to displace, failing to displace, and so on and so forth. And I'm gonna show you guys in the chart, right? And and this is why, like, people, when they see a shift and they be like, damn, why didn't this work? This is probably fucking why. Okay. So this isn't just for a turtle soup, like, this isn't just for turtle soup. This is basically for any PD array. So in this scenario, obviously this high is going to be the old high, and I want you guys to just study these lows. You see how these lows, they're untouched. Here, untouched. Here, untouched. Here, untouched. It's not taking out any lows. So when it reaches that objective with low resistance liquidity, this is how you know it's going to run to your full target. And you see how it leaves with speed? You see that? And you got these lows. And I'm gonna talk about the smart money reversal, right? A lot of people, I would say, watch the 2022 mentorship for the smart money reversal. It's the easiest one. I'm gonna teach you guys something really, really cool with turtle soups, and something that ICT references when he was talking about it. So in a turtle soup, obviously we got that raid, and then we shift here. This is basically going to be your 2022 model. With this low, why am I choosing this low and not this low? The only reason why I'm choosing that low is because, look at it. We got a low, low, and a higher low. So this is going to be your swing low, right? I know I'm talking really fast, but this is going to be your swing low. But I'm gonna show you guys something cool, but I'm gonna tell you why. Like, something else you could probably look for in turtle soup. I'm gonna say this is only for turtle soup, though. I'm gonna say this is only for turtle soup. So when it touches this high, and you see this green candle, the moment it crosses this opening price, this is called the change in the state of delivery. Oh, what? What it is? Hey, this is called the change in the state of delivery. So when it takes out that high and it crosses opening price, it's gonna start a sell program. It's gonna start order flow to the downside, or a bearish order flow. Now, what is bearish order flow? Bearish order flow or institutional order flow is basically, I can't remember the difference. That there is a difference, but I think it's order flow or institutional order flow. That is when you're going to see up close candles hold price. This is, I think it's order flow. I think it's just order flow. I'm not sure. But you're going to start seeing up close candles start to support price or hold price. This one should hold. This should be the break. No, that's not the breakaway. This should be the breakaway. This gap up here, yeah. This gap up here should be the breakaway as well. But as we're going down, this is just basic order flow. That means down close candles are going to start holding price. Right? But you see how once we cross that opening price after taking out that high, all up close candles are going to start supporting it. Supported here, here. As we go lower, here, here. And when do I know that where this is going to stop? Obviously, you're going to know it's going to stop when it hits terminus. You can look for SMTs, right? I'm not going to teach SMTs right now, but this is just basically what you should be looking for until we reach this objective. Another thing you should probably look for is time, right? Is it in a time of the day? The reason why I said I probably wouldn't take this is because it's not in the time that I would trade. This is nothing. Okay. And the last thing that you should probably look for in a turtle soup is, do we leave with speed? So these are like the three things that I would probably look for in basically a turtle soup. Like it's really nothing more. That's really all it is. Do we give low resistance liquidity? Are we in a time? Or do we leave with speed? And this is just not only turtle soup. This is every single PD array. I know the title is going to say, you know, the title is going to say turtle soup gem, but this is for all PD arrays. Is there low resistance liquidity? Are we in a time? Do we leave with speed? Right? And this is for you guys to study, you know. I want you guys to study the change in the state delivery. When there's low resistance and once we cross opening price of the candle that took out that high, or once we cross a up close candle, right? Do we start to support? Does it start to give, show resistance to up close candles? That's something that you guys can probably study, but I think it's called institutional order flow. I think it is, but that's why it's called the change in the state delivery. But yeah, if you guys want anything else, remember this was requested by one of my members in the Discord. I was teaching this and I was like, you know what, why not just let me record this? They're in the Discord right now, actually, just waiting me to turn on my camera and back test and shake it, you know, shake like it's hot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Subscribe. I'm just playing. Y'all have a good one.